Good morning, gorgeous. Another Monday. Yes. Yes. I want to feed you, baby. I want to do. Ooh, ooh, child. Things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child. Things are gonna be bright someday. Good morning, Freddie. You're the first in the building, girl. You was on my mind. Good morning, Ruby Turner. Good morning, good morning. I hope everybody's having a good Monday. Good Monday. Wow, Monday done came up, you guys. We're in, what's today, the 7th. Hey, good morning, Gloria. Good morning to you, sweetheart. Wow, we're in February, you guys. This month is getting right on through there. Make sure you hit the thumbs up as you come in the building. We're going to have a good conversation today, you guys. I promise you we are. We're going to have a good conversation. Good conversation. I got a question, and I've got a little bit of some stuff on my mind. Good morning. Good morning, Lisa Calhoun. Good morning to you. It is a beautiful morning. You know what? I should have waited yesterday instead of coming on in the morning. I should have waited because it got so hot in the town. The snow is almost all melted, and I could have walked down the block, you guys. I could have walked, I'm missing my walks. I really am. I'm missing my walks. And I went outside. I had some company come over yesterday. My daughter came over. And we had a little good conversation. We had a good time. We did. We had a good conversation. I think I have to go in and do a training module today. I think. I'm not for sure. But I'm not trying to feel it. But I know I got to get it in. But we need to talk about some insurance first. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. How's everybody Monday starting off? How is everybody's Monday starting off? Mine is starting off really good. It really is. Got me some rest. Got got some work done yesterday, and I'm gonna have to call. And I got all my paperwork done. They give you a bonus, sign-on bonus, things like that. You know. So anyway, hey family, we gonna talk a little bit. You guys gonna talk to me back? If I talk to you today, you guys gonna talk to me back? I'm good, getting ready to go to work. Thank God for the job so I can pay some bills. Exactly. I'm thanking him every day. Even when I don't see it, I know he's got provisions for me. He's got provisions for me. Yeah, he does. Anyway, I was supposed to look up this word, and I don't even know how to. Let me go get this word real quick. Okay, I got the word. I got the word. Let's see what they're going to say. It's not what I thought it was. It's not what I thought it meant. Okay. Anyway. I can't see the chat. Okay. It's weird. Anyway, let me get out of that. Let me get out of that. So anyway, family. So, I got a question. So, how many people in here been married or married? Put a 1 in the chat. Been married or married? Put a 1 in the chat. If you've been married before and divorced, put a 1. If you married, put a 1. If you've never been married before, put a 2. So I want to know if I'm going to get the right advice. This is some advice. Lisa Calhoun, you never been married? Do you want to get married, Lisa? You want to get married? Krista, you never been married? You want to get married? Ruby Turner, you never been married? Oh my goodness, you guys. I can't talk to you guys. You guys, she said, yes, I would love to. Wow. So we got 6 people in the chat. Okay. It's building up. Okay, so we got 3 people never been married. And okay, hopefully we got 3 people in here been married before. Well, even if you've never been married before, you could still probably answer this question. It's not just for married people. Okay? Gloria, you been married? Freddie's been married? I've been married and I'm married. So that's like 6 people. Batcave, have you been married? Blondie, have you been married? Good morning, gorgeous. Sometimes I gotta, yes, I would have a problem being married. She said, yes, I would have problems being married. You know, people that's been married before believe that we've all been married before. You know, like, it just seems to me like like I said, I've been married. This is my 2nd marriage. So, you know, I only mess up once. Blondie married still. Okay. So, Batcave married. Okay. She been married or married. Okay. Cool. So we got Gloria, Batcave, Blondie, Freddie, and that's it. Well, we got 7 people in the house. 4 been married, with myself being 5, and 3 not been married. Okay. So, if you were married or been married and your husband bought another female a car, a nice car, not a junky car, a nice car, and other items like bedroom sets, paid for kids' schooling, food, paid some bills. What would you do? Do you think it's okay? And if he did this for a woman and they just friends, do you think that's okay? I just want to know, do you think it's okay? If you're married, you can still answer. I just wanted to know where you're coming from with your answer. Do you think that's okay? If your husband bought another woman a bedroom set and car and her kids, Blondie said, heck no, that's not okay. What do you mean? They just friends, Blondie. They just friends. Blondie said, oh my God, Blondie said, heck nah. Okay, that's not okay. No, I have a big problem with that, SP. You have a big problem with that. Lisa Calhoun said no. Now he's married, okay? And you're married. I'm not married, and that's not okay. Okay, I want to know why you believe that's not okay. They just friends. Why that's not okay? What makes it not okay? They just friends. If he just been nice to this female, he married, she married. If he wants to take his money and buy her a car, no car for the heifer or a bedroom suit. And I ain't even telling you everything. She said, Marcia said, good morning, SP. Good morning. She said, I'm work, but I'm listening. Okay. Good morning, Batcave. I would not have a problem being married. Correction. Yes, I would have a problem with that. You don't do that. He's giving my money away. Is this friend with benefits? No. No. The benefit, you talking about bedroom gifts and stuff like that, like intimacy. No, not intimate. Yeah, that's what they want us to believe. Well, okay. I mean, yes, that will probably be next. So I'm going to ask you this other question. So everybody, I wonder why that's not okay. See, some women have a problem thinking that there's nothing wrong with it. And I can clearly go, there's something wrong with that. I mean, they're both married. But why is he giving all these gifts and stuff to the woman? You know? Good morning. That just don't sit well with me. Okay. Well, I mean, there's really, what if there's like butts in there, like Bud, they were friends before they got married. If they're both married, why doesn't her husband buy this stuff? True. Well, they were separated. They were separated at a time. Why can't her husband buy her a car? Exactly. Well, they were separated at a time. Are we doing a charitable donation together? It doesn't matter. Okay. So I'm gonna, every time something goes wrong with the car, she'll call him or want him to sleep in that nasty effing bed. No way, heifer. Freddie, quit going down memory lane now. Stop it. We're just talking hypothetically here, you guys. SP, it goes against God's word. What's God's words, Lisa? Because he He didn't say. He didn't say it was. It's it, okay. So the person said we're just friends. We're just friends. Honestly, if he did all of that, I would be questioning him and doubting everything he says. Because that's wrong, right? I mean, did we come to give to her and her family? Wow. Wow, Batcave. Whoa, you hit a low blow there. You're right. Oh my God. Did we come together to give to her and her family? Hey Rogers, how you doing? Put Sister LOL online. How you doing? So if she becomes homeless, then is she moving in too because they're friends? Wow. Wow. Okay. So, I mean, you guys just basically kind of hit things kind of just asking. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, did we come? Yeah. Wow. So what if you were the wife? Hey, Sonia Joseph, how you doing? Good morning to you. Good morning. So what if you were the wife of the man that did this? Would you divorce him? Would you question the woman? Would you divorce him? Or would it put a lot of strife in your marriage? Why and where is her man? Well, they were separated for a while. If another man bought me a car and a new bedroom set, my husband would leave and ask no questions whatsoever. Whoa, Avalons. You know what? That's exactly what my husband would do. He would just be like, no, no, uh-uh. Good word says the two becomes one, not three. Lisa, you gone with your bad self. Good morning, Diane. Good morning. I will see if he wanted to be with this friend. My husband would have a fit. We have a problem, Houston. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Some man buying me a car and a bed and put your kid through school. But he ain't had no sex with you. It will be WWF in my life. Oh, wow. Okay. So I'm going to ask you another question. Okay? Oh, no. And I'm going to put a cherry on the top, you guys, okay? Now, please don't think that I'm saying this in. I'm just saying this for a friend. And then when I give you this other equation, you're going to be thinking it's me. Okay? But it's not. Because I'm with you guys. Matter of fact, I wouldn't even be on this app right now. We'd be fighting. I'd be done caught me a DV and him too. I would have been done caught me 3 or 4 DVs by now. That's a bit much putting the kid in school. Yeah. 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 Okay. But here's the thing. And what if, here's the cherry, you guys. If he's a pastor, do that make it even worse? And if it makes it worse, why? If I was the woman receiving these gifts, I would know I got him. Future. What do you mean, Batcave? If I was the woman receiving these gifts, I would know I got him. Future. That's what I said, WWF, World Wrestling Federation. But what if he's a pastor, you guys? Do that make it better or do it make it worse? Do it make it better or do it make it worse? And then we're going to get into the topic. Batcave said it's an investment. You know, oh Lord, a pastor, that's even worse. As many stories you hear about pastors in their congregation. She's not in the congregation now. He knows better. Yeah, Batcave, you're right. He knows better. Hey, Shay Faith, how you doing? Good morning to you. SP, yes, it makes it worse because he is going against God's word. Yep. It makes no difference to me. It's the same. He still doesn't supposed to buy that hair for nothing. Zero. Nil. She gonna say nil. Girl, this ain't no spades. So, let me share something with you guys. Okay? What did I do with that phone? If he was a pastor, then that individual that need help would have to go to the church and ask for help. Well, this is just past history stuff, guys. It's past history stuff. And the young lady does not believe that there's anything wrong with the friendship. He's broken off the friendship. He's broken off the friendship. Not said anything. Absolutely nothing. And so she's wondering now why he will not talk to her. He basically won't talk to her. He won't return her phone calls. You know, or anything. Okay? And they've been friends for 20 years. Hey, LaKendra, how you doing? Good morning to you. Good morning to you, sweetheart. Good morning. So, ooh, they got a shift open. Oh, no, they don't. It's been taken good. Because I didn't want it. Good morning. So tell me something. So we're going to get off into, was this after he bought her everything? Yep. Yep. I don't even think I saved it on my phone. I saved it. I don't think I sent it. Oh, God. I don't think I saved it on my phone. I was supposed to send it, and I don't see it. Doggone it. Doggone it. I saved it on the other phone. Let me try to find it. The butt game. Excuses. No. Good morning, Tina. Good morning to you. Anyway, I can't find it now. It's on my other phone. I have something to share with you guys. So let me share something with you. Good morning. Good morning, Sanja. Good morning to you. We're sitting here talking about Hey, Andrea Maxwell. I think all the mods is in the building today. Good morning to you guys. We got 17 in the building, 12 thumbs up. If you came in without giving a thumbs up, please go back out, give a thumbs up. We'll be right here. You know, in the Quran, it says a man can have as many wives as he can take care of. Well, this pastor, he's not Muslim. And so he's a pastor. Well, he's not speaking to the young lady right now. And she don't understand why he's not speaking to her. She doesn't understand. And so let me go off into the story a little bit. So he hasn't spoke to her. He hasn't called her in the last, I don't know, 2, 3, 4 months or whatever. So I kind of was like, well, it's probably best. He probably trying to do the right thing or whatever. So he broke off the friendship because he was having feelings for her, and him being a pastor had to nip it in the bud before it went any further. That's what I thought too, Avalon. That's what I thought too. And so she was concerned. Maybe he was ill, because he had been ill one time. And when he went to the hospital, she kind of went up there. His wife wasn't up there. He hadn't had too many visitors to come see him, things of that nature. So she took it upon herself to make sure that he got the care, washed him up, washed his back and everything, because she really, was a good friend and everything. She passed the wife as she was leaving, whatever, and everything's fine or whatever. Anyway, he hasn't spoken to her. He hasn't called her. He hasn't bought her anything. He doesn't send her text messages back or anything. And she just was a little concerned, like, what did I do? We were good friends. We were really close friends, this, that, and the other. So what did she do? Okay. She gets dressed, put on her finest. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And she goes to the church. She knows she looking very nice. Mink on. She's stepping in the church. She sticks her head into the sanctuary. When they're getting ready to find her a place to sit, just to see him. Okay, he didn't see her because he was working. He was honoring somebody, or he had his back turned at the time. But she seen that, guess what? He's not in the hospital. He's very well alive. He's okay. So she goes home. She doesn't even stay in the church. She just looks and see him there, and she leaves. She goes home and texts him and tells him, I went to church today. You looked good. You look nice. Or text me. I don't know what the text said. Something of that nature. Like, only see if he texts her back or call her or whatever. Is that wrong for her to do that? Knowing that, does she have on a church hat? No. But I think his wife was sitting in the pulpit or up on the stage too. She didn't go in the sanctuary. She just stuck her head in the sanctuary and seen him up there. So now she knows that he's not in the hospital, and she knows that he's not sick somewhere, and she just don't know about it. But then she goes home and she texts him and say, I went to church today. I seen you. Are you okay? Or is everything all right? I don't know what the text said. I can't remember what the text said. Okay, I'm kind of glad she didn't go in the sanctuary, right? We're kind of glad she didn't go in the sanctuary. But do you think that it was okay for her to go to the church? Please be honest with me right now. Do you think it was okay? Is, like, is that like trying to, like, well, first of all, with her going to the church looking stunning, if he did see her, he would be like, ooh, wow, 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 or whatever. But he didn't see her. But that's just by, Andrea Maxwell says no. So if he's trying to get over this woman that he know that he shouldn't have been buying these gifts for her, so he quit calling her or whatever. That's what I think. That's what I take it at. No, it's not okay, period. It was okay as long as she didn't cause any problems. Avalon's sake, it was okay. So she just wanted to see if he was okay. Okay, he's okay. He's in the church and he's okay, right? So why would she go home and text him? To see if he would call her later. If this man is a man of, the claw, a man of God, and he's trying to do the right thing, I told you she wanted him. Right. I think it's more to this story. Blondie said, I think it's more to the story. She needs to let it go. Marcia said she needs to let it go. Do you believe, okay, obvious he's trying to distance himself from her. Take the hint, lady. See, I believe, and this is just me. This is just me. She needs woman up and move on. She acting real thirsty. I believe, even though that they haven't done anything intimately, I think he was trying to get her, in that, I do this for you, I do that for you. Even though that he had a wife, he was in the wrong. Something's not right with this. Exactly. Maybe she wants answers as to why. Yeah, he ended the friendship without an explanation. Because he knows he's wrong. Avalanche, he knows he's wrong. Why would you, somebody said it in the chat. I think it was Lisa. It's a communion between two, not three. Why would you buy another woman a whole car? And I'm not talking about no little bitty piece of little car. He paid cash for the car. And then he paid for her bedroom set like almost $4,000 for a bedroom set. It's called a spiritual affair. Oh my God, Batcave. Ooh-wee. Batcave, girl. You anointed, ain't you? She knows a good man when she sees him. And was wanting him. Conversation rules the nation. He was definitely out of order. Wow. Oh, hey, no. Exactly. See, we're all in agreement. We're all in agreement with this. Somehow she didn't see it as a bad thing, you guys. She just didn't. She just told me she just didn't. She said, look, I didn't see it as a bad thing. And I'm like, are you serious? I can't even believe you don't know there's nothing right about this. Absolutely nothing. I just couldn't believe it. He has a wife and doesn't belong to her. Move on. Both of them are wrong on all levels, spiritually, emotionally, physically. God started dealing with him. You know what? Yeah, God started dealing with him. Probably started dealing with her too. Because I believe that, when you let, like, how people be like, well, it didn't hurt nobody. We didn't bump and grind. We didn't do no kissy kissy and all this other stuff. Oh, he just wanted to give me these gifts and pay for that, and made sure I had money in my pocket, or made sure I went and got my hair done, or I had me a car. There's nothing wrong with that, SP. There's nothing wrong with it. I apologize for not speaking to anyone. Charge it to my mind and not my heart. I jump right into that conversation. Hello there, everyone. You're good. You're good. You know, the Lord tells us that we don't wrestle with flesh and blood. We just don't. We don't fight against flesh and blood. So everything that we go into in this world is a spiritual fight. And so, I believe, and I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. Even though they didn't have an intimate relationship or whatever, I still believe that it's wrong. Because had that been me, like me be the wife, and my husband bought another woman a car, or paid her bills, or sent her, even gave her kids. If he give them a sandwich, fine. But if he done gave her $500, $600, $700 for her some groceries, I'm gonna tell you right now, they don't have to have sex. I'm gonna just say the word. They ain't had to have sex. I'm done. I'm like a turkey on Thanksgiving. I'm out that door. I would not stay with a man that has done all of this for another woman, and you're married to me. I couldn't. That would hurt so much. I just couldn't. I'm being honest with you guys. It's not the intimate part. That would really hurt me even more. It would really hurt me even more if it was intimate, because then, that's our bond right there. No other woman should be looking at my man's nothing, his wallet, his income. She said, I need me a bedroom set. My car is broke down. And then here I am cooking and washing clothes, and, I'm being a first lady or whatever, and people looking at me all. I'm done. You better go to sleep in that bed that you bought. Exactly. So I believe when we open up and we try to act like there's nothing wrong with it, then chaos come in our lives. Am I wrong about that, you guys? It may not be the exact same thing, but he was wrong on every level. Was she wrong? Was she wrong? Because she married too, but she ain't, she wasn't married to the pastor or nothing. But isn't she wrong too? They're both wrong. They're both wrong. She tells me she didn't know. She said she ain't never thought of it like this. No, she didn't know. Do you think women can do stuff like that and not know their intentions? What is her husband saying about it? That's crazy. Sleep with one eye open, sir. They both wrong. Yeah, they're both wrong. No, she didn't tell her husband about it. She didn't tell her husband about it. See, and that's why I said, well, you must have knew it was wrong, because you're supposed to be able to share everything with your husband. There's certain things you be like, when you're talking to the kids or something, you be like, I just don't even want to hear it again or something. But as far as stuff like that, I would tell my husband all the time, you do something out there, if you do something out there, don't let it beat you home. Because if somebody come and tell me something, and then I see it, oh, I'm done. I don't want to be nobody's clown. I'm serious. I know some people be like, but you're supposed to only get a divorce if that. And he's telling you, I would not be able to believe him. I wouldn't, you guys. I would not be able to believe him. Now, what if he done that and he broke it off because he was starting to have feelings for her and seeing himself out of line, and down the road he tells me, I don't know. I don't know if I can believe him. Hey, come holler at us, sister. How you doing? So her husband didn't question where she got all the money from to purchase all of that stuff? No, he did not. She keeps a job. Good morning. Good morning. I don't know. Okay. So I wanna know, do you think that she know that she was in the wrong? Because she tells me she didn't know. She didn't see nothing wrong with it. I had a problem. I'm going to tell you where I had a problem at. I had a problem with her with all that happened, buying a car, money, all of this stuff. Okay, they're both wrong. Trust and believe, they're both wrong. But, I mean, with him being a pastor, he knows. He knows. That's what I'm saying. He knows. And then with her knowing that he's a pastor, I'm telling you, when my husband and we were engaged, while we were dating, he wouldn't even tell me he was a minister. He did not. Because I'm going to tell you something. If he would have told me while we were dating he was a minister the first day, or thereafter, in the first months, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, we dating, I would have left. Because I didn't want to change my ways, which I didn't think I was a bad person. I just felt like there's a certain kind of living, lifestyle. People going to be always putting a magnifying glass on your, anything you say, you do, you got to look this way, that way. But, to be honest with you, there's ways you got to look and stuff, and I don't fit that category, but nevertheless, you guys, I wouldn't have married. I didn't want the problems, because women, they go after those ministers. They do. They go after them. Every time you turn around, there's another one. There's another one, smiling and grinning. Oh, let me give you a hug. Pastor such and such, I just need to be prayed for. I'm prayed for. Let me give you a hug. And they hugging and smiling. And, oh, that was a sisterly hug. And then can you come over and pray for my house or my kids or something? I just need somebody to talk to in the middle of the night and all this other stuff. With him being a man of God, it's just sad. She knew she was in the wrong. That's why she didn't say anything to her husband. Exactly. She knew it was wrong. She just doesn't want others to look at her in a different way. Exactly. Yes, they don't even know what is attracting them to the person. Believe me, I understand. I believe he was trying to break it off with her, and she couldn't even understand why he ain't called or answered her call. And I call it an excuse. It probably wasn't an excuse. It was probably real, because I've had friends before, and if they don't return my call or text me or something, yeah, I probably would go and see if they were okay. And yeah, I would probably have to get dressed up, because I don't want nobody seeing me raggedy, just in case they did see me. So I would get dressed up. But what was the intentions? Then you stick your head in. You see that he's okay. He's okay. So what really was your intentions after you stuck your head in the sanctuary and seen that he is living? He's not at the nursing home. He's not at the hospital. He's not locked down, locked up in jail or whatever. He's fine. Why then would she text him after that and say, I went to church. You look pretty nice today. Or whatever she said. I don't know what she said. I know what she said, but I can't even remember it. Because I couldn't get past, you went to the church. But she did say, when she went to the church, she couldn't walk through them doors. She felt some kind of way. So I think she had all intentions to going in the church and sitting down. But when she got to that door, she couldn't step in that church. You know what I'm saying? Because she said she felt some kind of way. So you guys don't believe God is good and he's real. Going to church is to hear the word of God, not to flirt with the pastor. That friendship should have never happened in the first place. Break what off? I thought they were just friends. Exactly. Break off the friendship. That's what I was. What's wrong is y'all fitted paid for her stuff, stealing from the Lord in his congregation. Guilt wouldn't let her walk through them doors. Friends for 20 years. Yep. Friends for 20 years. Somewhat of 22 years. Yeah. They both know better. Okay, here's my last question. Because I need to know what kind of advice to give. Because I have spoke to this person for quite some time. And it just seems like, I know they understand what I'm saying. But they saying like they don't know what I'm saying. I think it was their intention. What was their intention? What was their intention back, Gabe? Friends for 20 years, I think it was their intention. I think his wife found out. Ooh, LaKendra. Men sometimes, when they get ready to lose their wife, or they battling, fighting, or they know they finna get a divorce, and God don't like divorce. He don't like it. But then they have to tell the wife, and the wife probably asked him, "Did you do something with this woman?" And he was like, "No." But he ain't gonna tell her, "Oh, I bought her a car. I bought a brand new SUV. I bought her $4,000 bedroom set. I sent her kids to school, and I made sure that the bills and stuff was paid." I bet he ain't told his wife that. Because I'm going to tell you something. And I promise you, I love my husband to death. But if I ever found out something of this nature, I am done. You hear me? I will be done. I couldn't do it. I'd be hurt. I couldn't do it. I think mentally, emotionally, he had already cheated on his wife. It is not a sexual cheating, and it's the worst kind, because that woman probably went through HE double hockey stick. She couldn't chew bubble gum right because he over here looking at this over here, and she smiling and grinning and spending money, and yeah. Good morning, Kenya. Good morning to you. But she tells me she never did see anything wrong with it. I mean, now she kind of sees it, but there's a but in there. But, B-U-T, but. So anytime that there's a but, this is something that you guys can use as far as when you're SP. It's called betrayal. Yeah. The fact that she couldn't walk inside that sanctuary, so her intentions were not as pure as she wants you to believe. That's what I mean. Okay. All right. All right. It is an emotional relationship, and that's worse. Yeah. Yeah. Because he done actually got in her mind. And I kind of was like, some women and men have not been taught that messing with someone's husband, boyfriend, etc. is wrong. Yeah, at least I know. That's why, like in my first marriage, after my husband did a lot of cheating and lying and stealing and doing a lot of stuff, I could have stayed with him about the cheating part. But I got to thinking about all the lies. Like, where did that money go? You stole some money? Like thousands of dollars came up missing. He don't know nothing. You know? That's what hurts. Like, we going to continue to do this? No, I'm not going to continue to do this because it's more than just you cheated. You've been lying, coming home, wanting to argue with me. Oh, we eating chicken again? I'm tired of a chicken. I'm going to turn into a chicken. All the abuse I had to go through for this heifer to think she didn't do nothing wrong because you wasn't helping the relationship. You wasn't helping my marriage. I think usually when people do stuff like that, I'm not saying I've never been in a situation like that before in my life. I've been in a situation like that, and the Lord has corrected me. And it was when this man that I was dating, they were getting a divorce. The divorce papers was already with the lawyers and stuff. And something told me, no, they still married. You know what I'm saying? And you're wrong. And you know what? I backed completely up out of it. But, it just seems to me like women, they'll listen to what a man say. Like, my wife not giving me no, attention, and she won't cook for me, and she's always arguing or yelling or something. And they listen like, oh, I wouldn't treat you like that. You a really good man and stuff. But you ain't got to cook for this sucker. And you ain't got to clean his dirty drawers. And then, I mean, the woman, the other woman, because that's what she would be, the other woman. You ain't there to lift him up when everybody else is not around. And get him, like Lisa said. We started this, building a life together so you could step in. She needs to ask God forgiveness and then forgive herself and move on. Thank you, Phyllis, for that. Someone is playing a dangerous game, and it's not a game. I think both parties need to come out and say something. I would preach this sermon the following week, and afterwards, we gonna tear that church up. LaKendra, you need to stop. You need to stop. Girl, oh my goodness. I just wanted some things to kind of share with this person. And LaKendra, you think like I think. You think like I think. I told y'all already, y'all see me on Channel 10. Let something like that happen. I'm going right to the church and telling everybody. He'd be right there in the pulpit. I would stand up and then you ain't even got to give me no mic. I'm going to let the world know what my husband did. I would tell it all. And I probably snot be running, tears be running and everything. Yo, really? You want to do this to me? Wow. Man, that, and I have to say this, some women, they want that man, but then when they find somebody and they in love and everything, then they wonder what happened to their relationship. Well, you wasn't correct when you was in a relationship with your husband. You just, whether he knew about it or not, I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know if people ever cheated before or whatever, but while I was dating, not when I married, but while I was dating, you know, there was some cheating going on. There was some cheating, so I cheated, and I never forgave myself for that. I never, ever, ever forgave myself for that, you know. And I think it just tore up everything. I said from now on, I will never do that. I don't want to stay with somebody because I know what I done. You know what I mean? So, I ain't gonna say I ain't never cheated before. I don't know. I just tell y'all the truth, cause you know, I'm just saying, it makes me feel so guilty that I would put up with a lot of your bull crap just because of what I've done. So that's why in both of my marriages, like in my first marriage, I told him, I was like, we getting a divorce. He was like, oh, we can work on it. I was like, no, we can't. You know why? Because I know what you done, and I know what I'm going to do. Because I know what I'm going to do. Soon something good come around, I'm out. Ain't no need of me waiting for it to happen. Let's go ahead and get our divorce, because I'm not feeling this at all. I'm not going to ever feel this again. Is your friend the only woman he was cheating with? Could be more. It could be more. It could be more. He probably found one that was going to give him the poo nanny. It may not even be his wife. I don't know. You know? I'm just saying, like, I just, I tell people all the time, especially women, I tell them all the time, I say, put yourself in that person's shoes. Not the one getting the gifts. You would not want your husband buying this woman all these gifts and all this other stuff. You would not trust him. I would not be able to trust my husband. I would not. Especially if he hid it from me. If he's hid it from me. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he didn't hide it from me, then, I can meet this person and see what's really going on. Because, you can tell. You know? That's one thing about a wife. She ain't got to see it. She can tell how that man is acting. That. And some men, they start off because they know they married. And they try to start another relationship. If it goes good, great. If it don't, great. But they already got somebody in. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why these pastors don't think. I know they're weak, but man, I don't think it's a big. There's no big sin, little sin. It's sin is sin. I get that. I understand it. But for some unknown reason, that communion between the wife, a marriage, just say marriage, because some people in here, two women are married, or two men are married, or whatever, or one becoming a man to a woman, or whatever. So I just say marriage, period. But I would just feel like that's cheating to me. I just feel like that's cheating. Whether there was sex or not, I just feel like it's cheating. And be like, and I know that they did not have sex, because if that person can tell me all of those details and they understand, they want the right advice. They know they have to tell me the truth so I can give them. I don't want to have useless conversation with somebody and you lying the whole time, because you lying, you're wasting my time. I cannot give you my analysis of what you can do. What should I tell that person to do? And the person say, well, you have a right to your opinion. I don't believe that this is my opinion, you guys. I believe what I'm telling this person is right. Am I right or wrong? If I'm wrong, you guys, in anything I just said, please tell me. Just please tell me. Because I definitely will shut up. I just want to know. Anything I said is wrong. Like I said, they're trying to convince me that they have no knowledge of anything was wrong. And I told that person, I don't believe that. You knew. You knew better. If you're married and he's married, regardless if y'all broke up in your relationship or y'all separated in a relationship, as he was giving you these gifts, he continued to give the gifts as y'all was married, and he's a minister. You didn't know you in the wrong. He in the wrong. I don't believe that. Some women, as long as the husband is putting that money on her, they just turn their heads. That's no reason to stay in a marriage. Sooner or later, enough is enough. So, Phyllis, do you believe, even though that she didn't tell her husband? She said, don't blame you, SP. Exactly. Do you believe that even though she didn't tell her husband all these things that this man was doing for her, do you think that her husband knew? And it caused problems in their relationship? Even though she didn't tell her husband, if not a spiritual affair, then it was emotional affair. Let's be right. Yes. I do too, Phyllis. Wow, Phyllis. Ooh, I felt that. I felt that. Like some men want, it seems like greed, not thirst. It could be greed. It could be just greedy. She want a cake and her ice cream too. I always think that what you sow is what you reap. Now, it may not come exactly like if you put a dime out, you're going to get a dime, because I don't think it works like that. I mean, sometimes it can, and let you know exactly what you did wrong. But sometimes, you could be muddying up somebody else's marriage, and then in your own marriage, you're not paying attention because you're over here doing this and smelling and grinning and all this stuff. Then your own marriage gets tore apart, and you hurt, and you don't know, and you don't understand, and how could he do this and do that? But in all reality, you had some skeletons in your closet, because you sure wasn't telling him that. Maybe it was blackmail. No, it wasn't blackmail. Oh, he bought all this stuff willingly. Only thing she had to say is, I would like to have me a bedroom set. There it is. Oh, I need me a car. My car just broke down. Boom, there it is. I need some help on my kids' tuition. Boom, there it is. Well, nobody twisting his arm. And so you know what I'm talking about. And it's hard to explain to people that it don't come back exactly how you put out. But I guarantee you, those spirits that got attached when you were doing your dirt and smelling and grinning and getting these benefits, Oh, yeah. They got trickery other ways. They're there. So, see, that's why, at the end of time, the Lord says people would turn, they would think what's right. What's wrong is right and what's right is wrong. And they will be lovers of themselves and money. And clearly this person is saying, I never thought or seen this situation this way. She never thought of it in a bad way. She just didn't. And it wouldn't help to do so anyway. Give it time. All of this will get around to the church. Oh yeah. It may have. It may have. Because like when a man, or just say marriages or something, like when you give them that ultimatum, I tell you what, you give them that ultimatum that you're leaving and they're trying to make the marriage work and stuff, you be like, I'm gone, I'm out. And then they have to, she done found this number and called and seen who you were or seen where the money went and all this other stuff. Or he even just told her, hey, the Lord told me to tell you the truth. I bought this woman a car. I bought her a bedroom set. I gave her some money to pay her bills and stuff. And he has to go to his wife and tell her that? See, here's the thing, and we're going to get off of here, you guys, but I think everybody that kind of came in and interacted in the conversation, because there's some things that when I'm talking to this young lady, I just kind of want to know where her mindset is, like, what could I tell her? I've told her everything that you guys are saying. Basically, I've said everything that you guys have said. I try to explain it. But the spiritual part, it's hard for me to explain it to her because some people think, oh, okay, if I steal your, if I slept with your man, then I deserve for you to sleep with my man. It don't work like that. Now, you taking money from a pastor, let alone a married man, and I mean, these are lavisher gifts. They're not just $10, $20, $100, or $1,000. I mean, thousands of dollars. And you say, but we're just friends. And you say, but I didn't see it. I didn't see it like that because we were friends before we got married. And yeah, he bought these things when me and my husband was broke up, And we had this friendship for a long time. I'm sorry, but sex was involved. Think about it. What man going to spend money and isn't getting something in return? Well, Lisa, you know, I'm only saying what she said. Marcia said yes. Freddie said, oh, they did the nasty. I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And you know what? I don't know. I don't know if that person would even tell me. Because, like I said, he is a minister. And that would look bad knowing that you done slept with this minister to get these gifts. It was fun getting the gifts. I know that. And she acknowledged that. She acknowledged that. She said she did not see it wrong because she was benefiting from the gifts. Thank you, Valerie. Valerie said, ladies, be nice. Be nice. Be nice. Exactly. I got 15% battery. Please tell me one thing to give this young lady some advice. They were meeting at that famous hotel room 304 every weekend. Girl, I don't know. When she tells me that I take people's word for what they say. I mean, if she wants to keep that part of it to herself, then she will. I just couldn't understand why she went to the church and then texted when she got home. I just couldn't understand that. That's like, hey, I come looking for you. You know, I'm here. And what, could that be a spirit on her or something? He just knows she was getting out of hand, and he told his wife, yes, they did it. Men of the cloth are held at a higher accountability. Oh, but they are. And God is exposing so many of them. For all believers, if you know better, do better. Don't continue. Total advantage of God's grace. Don't continue. Oh, wow. You guys are right. I appreciate, the spirit of Jezebel. Wow. Well, the spirit of Jezebel is actually, a lot of people think, is it sex, or is it just, it's supposed to be a spirit of control, right? Jezebel's spirit is supposed to be a spirit of control. So, let me see. The meaning of Jezebel's spirit. Give me the definition of Jezebel's spirit. Chronicles' wife of Ahab, who according to the account in First King and Second King, pressed the cult of Baal on the Israelites' kingdom, but was finally killed in accordance with Elijah's prophet to often not capitalize. Second, is often not capitalized. An imprudent, shameless, or mortal, unrestrained woman. Wow. Ooh. An unrestrained, shameless, or morally unrestrained woman. What does Jezebel represent in the Bible? Jezebel reappears as a New Testament prophet in Revelations 2:20, encouraging servants to fornicate and eat the animals that had been sacrificed to the gods. She has come down through the ages as the primary symbol of wanton, shameless womanhood. Jezebel was a killer and prostitute, but she had her good side. They said she had a good side, you guys. You guys done called the woman a Jezebel. Oh, Lord. No two biblical figures are more simultaneously with evil than Judas and Jezebel. Wow. For more than 2,000 years, they have evolved as such enduring symbols of male trickery and female depravity that it's highly unlikely any Christian children have ever been baptized in their names. The story of Judas, the disciple who betrayed Jesus for 30 pieces of silver, is well known. Not so Jezebel. Across the centuries, imposed portraits, movies, sermons, and songs, the 9th century BC pagan queen of Israel has come to the wicked woman, yet the events of her life as told in First Kings and Second Kings are probably unfamiliar to all but devoted readers of the Bible. Hmm. Mm. What does Jezebel mean in Hebrew? Organ and popularity. It's dependent on one's background and denomination, most often from a charismatic background. The meaning of Jezebel's spirit. We may have heard of Queen Jezebel, but not all of us have heard of something known as Jezebel's spirit. The Bible never strictly has the words Jezebel spirit, but there are negative connotations and symbols surrounding the name Jezebel. If someone has ever told you you're such a Jezebel, you can probably assume it wasn't a compliment. Jezebel, the wicked queen and wife to the evil king Ahab, had a reputation for murder, in iniquities, sexual promiscuous. She not only served as a thorn in the side of the prophet Elijah, but she also led Israel astray in their foreign worship of idols. Now, we may have heard of Jezebel, but not all of us have heard of something known as a Jezebel spirit. The Bible never strictly his words. Jezebel spirit, both the Old and the New Testament have negative connotations and symbols surrounding the name, depending on the one's background and denominations. Most often from a background, the meaning of Jezebel's spirits can differ, but we go with the most overarching, a disposition or demonic influence that causes to create wrath in the church and in marriages through cunning deceptions and seductions. Who was Jezebel? Wow, that's it right there. A disposition or demonic influence that causes to create rifts in the church and in marriages through cunning deceptions and seductions. That spirit is not gender driven. Ooh. What does she want now? She just wanted to know why he cut off the friendship. That's all. Although the Bible doesn't have any specified verses on the term Jezebel spirit, we can read. Hold on. What was that, honey? He didn't go out. Okay, you guys. Oh, my phone's going dead. My phone's going dead. All right, you guys. I'm gonna get off of here, and I'm gonna have to go back and read you guys' comments. Um, she's obsessed. He better be careful. Oh, he better be careful. He is. I'm gonna have to read this. My phone's going dead. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hold on, you guys. My phone's going dead. I want to read what you said. Hey, Papa. Good morning to you. Good morning, gorgeous. I would have been. This, it will not let me see it. Okay. She's obsessed. He better. Where'd it go? He, she's obsessed. He better be careful. He has more news from the wife than her. This is a friendly reminder, you guys. Oh, she missing them gifts. Becky, you guys are something else. Thank you guys for giving me a lot of good. I really do appreciate it. we are going to have a live tonight at 5 p.m. Central Time. And, I'll post about 4 o'clock if I make it back home. I got to go take a test, but I'll post around about 3 or 4 o'clock so you guys can go get the information. We're going to have good conversation. You guys, here we go again. All right. Be good, be blessed, and be nice to each other. Bye. She said, I'm certain you already gave her the truth. I did.